Good morning, everyone. Let's see. I need to make sure that I am on live chat. Whew, my little camera is so bright right now. Hang on, I'm gonna fix that real quick. Then I will say hello. There we go. That's better. It's funny. It's like as soon as I hit live, then it's like, no, we're gonna adjust. Okay, let's scroll on up. We have Tanya, hello. Alex, hello. Anne's, good morning. Mrs. Butterfly, hello from Poland. Welcome, Mrs. Butterfly. Mandy, hello. Mona, hello. Let's see. Lisa, hello. Let's see. Missing anyone? Teresa, hello. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Kenny. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. Shannon, hi Shannon. Oh, it hopped down. I think I got everything. Deb, hello Deb. Hello Tracy. Marilyn, hello. Sheena, hello. All right, I think I got everyone. All right, I got my coffee this morning, had breakfast. We are all good to go. All right, so let's see, do I have any announcements? Don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, I made the, I shot the video for the Harry Potter cake yesterday. So if you want to see what that cake ended up looking like, well, I posted it on Instagram and Discord. Also, ignore this. This was my own fault. I was playing with Paul and I was antagonizing him a little bit and he got me. It's my own fault. I should have known better. Steve was like, he's gonna get you. I'm like, I know, but we're playing. And then, well, he got me. So I have no one to blame but myself for that one. Okay, so where we left off last time was the purple hair. Purple. And for those of you who weren't here last time, we are using the Derwent Chromaflow. Let's see. I did a birthday cake. Baked it myself, words and all. I was pretty pleased with how it turned out. I think it was pretty accurate. Okay, let's see. So purple, pink, and then we're also gonna grab some black and I think green when we add our shadow color. But for now, these three colors should be fine. So it is violet. Morning, Catherine. Thanks. This butterfly was voted on. It was voted on. Screen accurate, yes. I need to look up what the description of it was in the book. Ams, I'm sure you remember. Lilac and blush pink. Ams, how did they describe the birthday cake in the book? So I definitely had it like next to me so I could like kind of follow along with what it looked like, you know, on the movie, but I don't remember what it looked like in the book. Okay, so we are gonna start with, hi Ev! Oh, he didn't misspell in the book. Oh, okay. You know, because I wondered about that. I was looking online, like trying to find examples of what he was saying. And I did see one where somebody had done it and it wasn't misspelled. And I was just like, huh, maybe they just decided, because like I said, it's been ages since I read the book, but yeah. That's interesting then. Did the movies make Hagrid seem less intelligent than he was? It's like, I'm just amazed at how many differences I'm reminded of now that I'm rereading the books. Okay, violet number 11. So we're doing these three purple colors, and then after we have all the hair down, we're going to be adding in some darker and kind of deeper shadows to give the hair a little bit of dimension. Hi, Robin. Good morning. How has everybody's week been so far? It is Wednesday now. We are halfway through. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh. All right. We are actually just going to use violet all the way throughout, and then we'll grab our other one. It might help if I zoomed in a little. Excuse me. Sounds good, Deb. There we go. yeah, not a lot has happened in the last couple of days. I don't have much to report. Okay, so we're just doing violet. Let's see, let's turn it this way because her hair is kind of going this direction. I want it to be a little bit easier on my wrist. You got some news, Mandy? Hello, Ronnie. Mandy, what is your news? Exactly, you're turning violet, Violet. I spent an hour on the phone with boss explaining how to electronically submit an audit to the US government. Ooh, that must have been fun, Ev. Well, the never-ending saga of the internet is continuing. Steve has to call them today because even though they got it turned back on, they registered it in their system as like a new activation. So now they've added on the new activation charge and are not giving us our previous plan. So we gotta make those fun phone calls today. I'm thinking though that once they see all the notes on our file that says everything that went down, I'm hoping it'll be an easy fix though. Oh, that's awesome, Mandy. I will say one thing though, we'll be glad when it's finally all squared away. Get my coffee here. All right. So let's see, we're gonna keep using violet. Oh, very cool, Mandy. Right, Lisa? Me too. I think it's not even just our ISP. I think ISPs as a whole are just notoriously difficult. I seem to remember the ISP that I had previously where we lived, like, was the same way. I mean, I didn't have to deal with them as much, but yeah. The important thing is we have internet, so we can take our time to figure out the billing issues. Wait, a polygamous? I didn't see. Oh, Shannon, would you want to marry your cousin? No, he's gonna be, oh goodness. I didn't, yeah, I totally missed that. Catherine. I was like, wait, what? I didn't pick up on polygamy on that. Hi, Rinka. But yeah, I am really looking forward to the hair. I watched Harry Potter while making the cake. Although that may or may not have been a mistake. I was pretty sure I was going to mess something up because I was also watching the movie at the same time. But the video is about like half edited. I think I'll set it as a premiere when I do it because there's not really any voiceover. Really no need for it. We dropped sudden for ATT Universe and we're happy. Oh, very cool, Ams. You know what I'd love to get if they had it out here is fiber optic. Like that is just lightning fast. But it's like only in specific neighborhoods. Oh, you got more news, okay. Let's hear it. Okay, so we're still just using violet. We're going around and adding all of our darkest purple in right now. Sounds good for everyone too, right? Right, Ams? Me too. It's crazy, it's coming up next weekend. Obviously not this weekend, but next weekend. Oh, nice, Mandy. Hi, Sarah. Okay, just adding in the purple for the hair. Sometimes it's just easier and faster just to do like all one color, then all the next color, and then all the next color after that. Right? Shannon is on point today. Let's see. Let's do purple here. There we go. All right. Oh, absolutely. For fiber optic, my area can't get it, so I still use my Wi-Fi. Yeah, same thing here. Oh, that'll be so pretty, Ev. No, Ev, I love it. Not Ev, I mean, I do love the idea. Shannon, I love it. Shannon, I love Perky Shannon. Hello, Paul. Oh, that's nice, Mandy. All right, Violet. Turn it Violet. But yeah, so either this afternoon, tomorrow, I'm gonna film the Let's Talk for Saturday. And then for the Let's Talk after that, either that one's gonna be an interview or the next one. I have a surprise interview coming up. I think you guys will all be excited about. I've got a whole list of the Let's Talk ideas that we're gonna do. But those are the ones that are fresh on my plate right now, that I know for sure we're gonna do. Need to get better with my hair strokes. I'm not a flicker. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm doing like little circles on this. I don't know. I think different illustrations call for different styles of coloring hair. All these in, because I kind of, whenever I draw people, this tends to be kind of the default that I go to as well, is the kind of separate strands like this. So I'm kind of okay with this. I mean, you can definitely go more realistic, especially if you like white out. Who was it? I was looking at, I think KD Coloring, like K and then the letter D. Her images are so good. She must white out the lines. I was just looking at what she was doing because she's done some Johanna Basford. She's done some Flowerscape. She's just really, really good. Oh, thank you, Melinda. Just the depth that she gets in her... Oh, what's your opinion of the Chromaflow? Robin, I like them. I like them a lot. They're really soft. I only had a couple breakage issues yesterday, but they're real soft. They blend real nice. I like them a lot. I think that they would sell really well if they made like a larger set of them. Does anybody know why they only make a 24 set? I feel like with something this nice, they should make a larger set. She's on my list of wanting to throw my books. She's just so good. I was looking at the bike that she did. I was debating, because I haven't done the bike yet, and I really like she doesn't do a big old fancy background on and everything, but I was thinking I'd love to kind of emulate her style in the sense of how she's able to get rid of those lines and her shading and everything. So I was thinking of trying that out on the bike picture that I haven't done yet. But here's my thing with how people cover up lines and then color over the top. So like I've tried Posca pens, I've tried gel pens and everything. I just don't get how they're able to so successfully cover up their lines and then color over it without the color looking differently. You know what I mean? Like, because if you tend to color on top of white, the color is going to look a little bit different than when you're colored directly on paper, right? There you go. We want more Chromaflow. So Dinkle Bonds, Catherine. Oh, Mary. Hi, Mary. Maybe they've not gotten much feedback on Chromaflows. That's possible. Hi, Tanya. Shannon. But, yeah. She's just... I mean, I've seen her stuff before, but I was on Instagram last night just kind of browsing through different accounts, and I stumbled across hers again, and I was just like, hot dang, man, how does she do that? It's crazy wizard magic is what that is. Good morning, Della. Hang on one second, chat. All right, Paul, we're only doing this once. Come on in. Did you hear me talking and you wanted to come say hi? Is that what's going on here? There we go. Okay, you can say hello. There he is. He says me. Here you go, Paul. You wanna tell him what you did in my hand, Paul? No, it's my own fault. There you go. She could. That would make sense. I don't know. Like, I know that there are people that do that, but like, how does that not crinkle your paper? You know? Photoshop out the lines or lighten them to really light gray? Possibly. That would make sense. Now I gotta go back and look if she, because you could do that if, and like post it, and then obviously you wouldn't be showing the whole book. I've gotta go back and see if she shows, like, zoomed out the page in the book when she photographs them. Light layer of white gesso, yeah. It's so hard to white out lines, absolutely. What did I miss up top here? Yeah, white out lines too. I tried and failed, yes. Yeah, Melinda, we are using Chromaflows today. Chromaflows. There we go. Power the mic's right in your face. There we go. All right. Should we keep coloring? Yeah, it's Paul. Yeah, I like him too. Are you just looking up? All right. Can I keep coloring? You cool with that? Rubbing your face. Are you claiming this book as your own? He's rubbing his face on it. He's rubbing his face all over. He's like, this is my book now. I'll let you borrow it. Yeah, you can let me borrow it. Hang on real quick. I'm gonna bring chat down. There we go. Hi, Pickle. Oh my goodness, you're so lovely. Oh, did you hear the dog next door? Is that what you heard? You heard the barking. Let's see. Posca pencils? No, but they're on my list. Catherine, I'm literally seeing like his cat hair float in the air. You think I'd learn? Aw, Ev, thank you. Let's turn that. Dan, can we get some hypes in chat for Ev? And I realize that my face is right next to the mic.
_Emily Paul _Emily Paul Emily Paul heart Emily Paul Emily Paul Emily Paul.
Paul, can you say thank you? What do you think? It's like pressing his head into my hand. It's good, Amps. It's real good. It's pretty smooth. Her books have gotten smaller as time goes on. I'm not quite sure why that is, but I do like the paper in her books. I think it's pretty good. There we go. You're not gonna chew on those cords, are you? You ate Daddy's phone cord the other day, so I think Paul was legitimately upset that Steve had left. Stop rubbing onto cords. That Steve had left. Because, I mean, he hasn't chewed through a cord in ages, and Steve came out and Paul just annihilated. Just cracked up heart, right? Love it. It does. It talks. So whenever you do a super chat, the computer, oh my goodness. The computer will say out loud what is in the post. It's so funny. Aw, thanks, Melinda. Yeah, he likes to make appearances. He likes his fans. Why are you rubbing on the cords? He's just like marking the cords as his own. He's not even chewing. He's just doing that, you know. If you open your mouth on that, I'm gonna be real upset. No chewing the camera cords, Paul. Oh my goodness, you're so lovey. Right? Absolutely. Now my nose itches. Oh, yeah, mine does too. Here he's rubbing on the book. He's like, all of this is mine. This is all mine, by the way. Let's see. This one goes around to here. My productivity slows considerably when you're here, Paul. Doing little purrs. What color am I thinking for the hat? You know, before I was thinking like either brown or blue, but now I'm kind of thinking like brown with blue highlights. Oh, a black hat. Oh, he absolutely did steal the Let's Talk. Absolutely. I didn't even think about black. We could do black. Paul, you're so fluffy. Brown suede. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And then with like kind of some blue shadows, that could work. Oh yeah, absolutely. That is true. Witches' hats are always black. Where are you going? Oh, are you settling in? Okay, that works. Oh, no, no, Paul. Oh. Hi, Nina. Dark red. Aw, Tara Lynn, thank you. The mic not so close to my mouth. There we go.
Hello, Emily, and everyone. Hope you are having a wonderful day. Heart, butterfly, sunflower.
Sounds good, Alex. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you, Tara Lynn. Oh, Paul, no one wants to see that. No one does. They see your face. That's fine. Oop, I hit the mic. Thank you for that, Tara Lynn. Let's see this one here. Ooh, the sorting hat. I like that. Okay. All right, we're gonna turn the book, Paul. If I miss coming in too, I apologize. We're a little distracted with Sir Paul over here. Very needy. Let's go that way. There we go. It's funny too, because he'll react even if he hears me in here like recording. Like I'm not even live, but if he hears me recording, oof. What are you doing? It's just, he doesn't know what he wants. This is what's going on here. You don't hardly know what you want. So we're still just using violet. I know it's one color, but maybe we can get the hair done a little bit quicker here. No worries, Ev, no worries. I assume your head's feeling better at this point. I'm so sorry you had a headache the other day. That's not any fun. Aw, thanks, Kenny. I think so too. He's that nice kind of almost chartreuse kind of gray, but he's still a tuxedo cat. He really is, Ronnie. He says, my public awaits. Oh, he is so soft. The funny thing is his fur wasn't that soft when he was a kitten. It was actually like really coarse. But as he got older, it really softened up. And he is probably one of the softest cats that I've ever owned. Oh, do you see a dog out there? You see how he's all straightened up? The window is this direction, and the neighbor's dog is in their backyard. But I can't see. There we go. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What do you think about that dog? Oh man, he's interested now. There we go. Yeah, my chin! Woo! You think you own him? I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. Oh, absolutely. He runs the roost. He is really interested in the dog. Exactly, that's exactly what it is. His public awaits. Are you done now? Okay, hang on, chat. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let him out, and I have to lint roll because he has covered me in fur. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, but the amount of cat hair he releases is just ridiculous. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. We're back. All right, let's get to coloring now here. Oop. Here we go. All right. So we are still just using violet. We have used one color for almost 30 minutes because we're cool like that. It's okay. We'll switch to another color here shortly. Oh my goodness. Words are hard. Let's see. After the hair, do you want to move on to the hat or do you want to move on to the frog? Which would you like to work on next? There we go. Hat? Okay, sounds good. First come, first serve. Della has selected hat. Okay. Apologize if you can hear the neighbor's dog. Finally got some more Halloween decorations up. So that was good. Hat it is, sounds good. Make sure we add some shadows under the frog too. I feel like lately I've been getting a little bit more comfortable with doing like bolder and darker. Like I've reached for black a little bit more than I used to. which I'm kind of enjoying. I still, you know, I still hold to the complementary colors make good shadow, but sometimes it's nice to get that real dark, dark. It's probably a toad. You're right. It probably is a toad. Testing pencils. Oh, Melissa. Yeah, I think she was chatting with Teresa. Which honestly, I'm okay with. As long as it isn't directed at me because I can't understand it. Ah, that's right. Yeah, frogs are smooth skinned. Okay. Oh, awesome, Melissa. Which ones are the ones that they sell in Brazil? Is it like an entirely different brand? I mean, Faber-Castell, there's, you know, the Albrecht Dürer. No, Albrecht Dürer is a thing. Which ones? There's the Goldfabers, Polychromos. I mean, they have quite a few sub-brands. A baby kitty follower. Mona just started the Mona song. We replaced her with Mona. Make way, make way. All right. I don't know why, but for some reason, while I was having my breakfast this morning, drinking some of my coffee, I still have some of it over here. I was watching videos on the history behind BTS and how they came together as a band. You ever do that where you just like, a video is suggested on YouTube and you just kind of go down the rabbit hole of suggested videos? Super Soft 50 colors. Oh, those are nice. What, Moana? You haven't seen Moana? Moana's good. Has a good soundtrack too. The village believes. That's gonna be stuck in my head the rest of the day. Like I said, I know. Okay, the next door neighbor's dog, when we moved in, it was just a puppy, but literally, I wish I could show you right now. It's running around in the backyard with a plastic flower pot, and it's just literally like flinging. It's just got in its mouth, and it's just running back. Oh, Paul, thank you. Let me get some hypes in chat for Paul. Exclamation point hype. Thank you for that, Paul.
Because you're a wonderful person.
That. He's like, he's not a Jack Russell, but he's a mix, and they have an older dog, and the older dog just looks like it's exhausted just looking at the puppy dog. But yeah, he's just got this flower pot, this plastic flower pot in his mouth, and he's just running back and forth like a madman in their backyard, and it's hilarious. I know it seems like I'm creeping on my neighbors, but from my window you can see down directly into their backyard, and so when a dog is running around like crazy, you just can't help it. And I just realized this probably would have supposed to have been brown, but no, I'll leave it purple. Thank you for that, Paul. I appreciate that. So yesterday when I was making the Harry Potter cake, so little Emily really likes to cook and wants to cook, and so recently she got a little kids cookbook from her Nana, and she really wants to make the stuff in there. So I told Steve, I was just like, you know, as long as it doesn't involve, you know, because if she needs help with the stove or the oven, obviously, you know, I'll help her with that. But, you know, she can read and she can follow instructions. So I'm thinking I'm just going to be like, all right, here's your cookbook, here's your ingredients, have at it, and let her just, you know, figure it out. She did bake a cake recently, but, you know, I was there to help her and kind of guide her and everything. But I think maybe it'd be good to just let her try it out. Leave them open in garage for the week. You don't show facing, but taste testing is required. Exactly, exactly. Like there's a recipe in there for like chocolate French toast. Now obviously that would require the stove or, you know, a griddle. But like her mind was blown in there that it was like, because it's this used cookbook from like the 90s. So it's just got all of these, you know, the pictures of the families are all in their 90s clothes and, you know, the big old curly poofy bangs, which I totally had at one point. But it's just so funny. But she was just mystified. Sent what back? The pencils? I sent them back. Don't send them to me. Okay. We are almost done with this color. Then we can move on. Woohoo! All right. Did I miss any strands of hair? Did I get all of them? I think I got them all. Okay. Let's go ahead and do now number 10, lilac. I want to make sure I leave a little bit for the pink. You're gonna be a puffer fish. Oh, I missed a little spot down there. It's all right, we'll fill it in with lilac. These two colors are kind of similar. They're not completely different. But I think what we'll do after we add the pink is we're gonna add a little bit more of the violet and make the purple, the darkest purple, a little bit darker. And then we're gonna be adding all of our shadows as well. Lisa. There we go. Yeah, definitely some darker purple on this. Oh, I did. I missed some right up here by her hat, didn't I? Okay, hang on. There we go. And right there. Paul must have come in when I was doing this one and just got distracted from the strands of hair I was working on. Okay. We're gonna shift over and do this side. See, as you get further in on your colors, it doesn't take nearly as long as the first color did. And sometimes it's easier to just do it in kind of like a batch like this, you know? So then we're gonna add our pink to the highlighted part of the hair. And then we'll go back in with violet again to darken it up. And then we're gonna go in with our green and our black to add our deeper shadows. And streamers, you and the streamers, you've made this community has changed my life for the better. I'm out of room. Oh, Lisa, I'm so glad. I agree though. I'm right there with you. Like my life is so different because of all of this. And I love it so much. Ooh, dark aquamarine, the teal green, iris blue, baked earth. Hi, Steve. It's Steve. Okay. Almost done with lilac. Yeah, see, this went much faster than the first color. Okay. All right, then we're gonna grab our blush pink. We're gonna come back over to this side. Okay. He is the super-de-duper, fantabulous, most handsomest hubby in the whole wide world. I'm in another sip of coffee. I think it's almost empty. It's starting to go cold. All right. Let's see. So number 8, blush pink. Okay. Aw, thanks, Kenny. Good morning, Renee. Oh, thanks. Never such a thing as too much. You kidding me? On that day when Facebook and Instagram was out, I was just like, these are my people. This is how I can talk to them. Now, if they had taken away Discord too, I'd be like, no. As it was, I was like struggling with because I needed to extend the giveaway. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I posted about the giveaway on the community tab on YouTube, which, by the way, a winner was chosen this morning. I announced that over on Instagram. Winner was Lisa Hagen. But yeah, it was a good giveaway. I appreciate everyone who participated in it. Oh, Paul, you leave behind so much cat hair. Okay. Shannon is delightful. Oh my gosh, Shannon is so she's awesome. It's hard for me to be everywhere at once, so she always helps to keep me posted if I need to know anything. And Shannon, I'd be lost without you. This needs to be purple too. I just realized that, this little spot here. There we go. Wishing for cat hair. My dog is dropping coat, getting winter coat. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Paul, you just pet him once and it's just like explodes in the air like a cat hair firework bomb thingy. I mean, if any of us were really truly allergic to cats, then we'd be in trouble. Oh, absolutely, Kenny. Shannon, how many streamers are you a mod for? I know you're a handful of them. Because I can't even remember. I think I like needed mods or something. Like I didn't have very many, or maybe there was like a really busy day and I think I was just like, bam, Shannon's a mod. I don't even know if I asked you beforehand. I was just like, I think it's the same with Kenny. I don't know if I asked beforehand. I was like, hey, guess what? You guys are mods. Oh, thanks, Dylan. So it's supposed to be like a fall kind of yellowy color. But yeah, it definitely looks more gold. This one was one of the new ones that I got. This one is called Sun Glow is what it's called. So it's this one here. This is the gold that I have. So you can see the... You can see the difference on them. But yeah, it's supposed to be like a warmer kind of yellow. No, Mary. I dubbed thee a mod. Exactly. Pretty sure that's what it was, but I seem to remember because like I had, at the time when I started streaming, you know, I had been posting for a while. I had been posting for a while, but like I didn't know anybody too much, and I knew that Shannon was mod in a couple channels, and so I knew that I could trust her to know what to do. And since she was, you know, a fixture in the community already, because, you know, you want to be careful about, you know, you can't just, you know, choose someone random to be a mod. You need to know that, you know, they'll be responsible and whatever else. And yeah, I think for Kenny and Shannon, they were names that I knew and trusted as, you know, for capability to be a mod. Yeah, you were right. I think I'm pretty sure I made you both mods at the same time. Because I think at the time, it might have only been Kimmy is who I had a mod at the time. She is an amazing mod, right? Nina. Yeah, that's the same thing here. I have to like plan around. It's like, okay, is there anything I need to be doing for the next couple of hours? No? Okay, I can paint my nails. Yeah, I didn't really ask. I was just like, I know your names and I trust you and you're not crazy. Please be mod. Okay, you're mod now. Because I always watch on my phone. I think technically I'm mod for one person, and that's on Shalene's channel. She just made me a mod because I was helping her with some technical stuff at the time. And yeah, I've totally mistakenly timed someone out by mistapping, like, all the time. And I'm like, oops, sorry. Everything I tried chips at the first day or peels off in the shower. Which brands do you try? Now, granted, like, if I'm doing chores and stuff or washing dishes, that will make it chip faster. I did. I did. I'm sorry, Kitty. If you guys would like to reevaluate and you're tired of me, please let me know. I think at the time I was just like, help, please help. I think Lozzie I asked, but that's because at the time I had been streaming for a while and I knew that she had a busy like work schedule and the time difference and everything. But yeah. I have some ILP in my Amazon cart. So yeah, the Sally Hansen stuff, if you want good solid nail polish then that isn't going to chip, you need to invest in a good base coat, a good nail polish, and a good top coat. Not all the time, and here's partially, like, so I have some mandalas, and I have colored them in the past, but it's kind of like when I do, like, mirror image butterflies. I like coloring the first half, and then I have to force myself to color the other half because it's identical to the first half. Hi, Barbara, you're fine. So, because my thing is I like to add the depth and shading. I don't like to just fill in the spaces. I have a hard time with just letting go and just doing that. And so for me, I get bored with it if I'm coloring too much the same stuff. But I do know that some people enjoy them. I've never tried the powder ones. Okay, so we're just darkening up with our violet here. Hi, Angela. I know of China Glaze. I don't know that I've ever used it. Essie brand nail polish isn't too bad. I'll use that in a pinch. But because I paint my nails so frequently, I can't do the cheaper nail polish because it just damages my nails too much. So I need to use the slightly nicer stuff if I want to keep painting them frequently. Hi, Rinka. Okay, let's see. Let's do a little bit up here. Okay, I think that's it for the violet on that side. Let's shift to the other side. Getting a little bit of a light glare there. And we're just gonna darken this up a bit. Then we'll add a little bit more of the lilac. And then we'll go over it with the blender, and then they'll be at the same level as the other ones, and then we'll add in our darker shadows. Unless we should do the shadows before the blender. Maybe we should do the shadows before the blender. Oh, you were saying hi to the newcomers. I gotcha. Yeah, I'm excited for the blender video this weekend. I haven't shot it yet. I'm gonna film it hopefully either today or tomorrow. But I want to compare all those blenders, the wonderful, wonderful Ev sent. You still in frame? Yes. Go. Coming along here. Let's see. Went out of line a little bit on that one. It's okay though. Almost there. Violet takes the longest because it covers the biggest amount of space. Okay, almost there. Okay. Whew. Oh, you were in Portland? Oh, I miss Oregon. All right, that coffee is officially cold. All right, let's see. Lilac. To be fair though, it held out a while. It's almost 11 and I made it at like 8:30. I take a while to drink my coffee. Okay, so we're just gonna use lilac here quick. Okay. In fact, we're gonna be kind of shifting closer. Let's zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Last time I was in Portland for any extended period of time, no, it was a while ago, quite a while ago. At least 3 years ago, maybe 4. Okay, I think that's about good enough. All right, let's go ahead and grab. Oh, I'd be shocked. How has it changed? Like for the better or for the worse? All right, so we're gonna start with black for some of the darkest areas and then we'll fade out with green. Really? 45-minute drive from Portland, yeah. Okay, so let's start with black, a little bit, okay? And where I'm gonna put it is where the hair kind of overlaps. I'm not gonna do a ton because we're gonna bring in that green too. Did you live there long? Well, I mean, Oregon itself, I lived in different locations in Oregon for my entire life. It wasn't until 2011 that I moved away from Oregon. So like, I lived on the coast, the valley, the eastern Oregon. A lot of people kind of have this, if they've never been there, they kind of have this idea that Oregon is just like one big long coastline, when in reality, there is the coast and there's the valley, but at least half of it is desert area. So we're talking like Bend, pretty much from Bend onward. We're gonna use a little bit of lilac. Ugh, that's rough. Yeah, I haven't been there in a while. But there's a wide variety of climate there. So, and I've lived in all 3 of them. But like Renee, where I lived beforehand, it was about that far distance to Portland. So usually when I went to Portland, when I lived there, it was for a specific reason. What was it? Powell's bookstore. I don't know. I assume it's still there. I don't know if it survived the pandemic or not, but Powell's is a good reason to go to Portland. Last time I was there, it was because I had a family member in the hospital that was up there. But you know, whenever we would fly out of Oregon, we always went to Portland. Yeah, high desert, that's what it is. Wait, really? Already? Aren't those usually on the news? Well, but yeah, because I lived on the coast for a while. My dad was actually a commercial fisherman. And then we moved to the valley, and for a little while then we lived over in the high desert area. So yeah. Really, Renee? I had no idea. I hadn't heard anything. But yeah, I mean, from, you know, when I was born to 2011, so kind of just all over Oregon. You know, within drive distance of Seattle. Seattle's real nice. I like Seattle. But a lot of my family has moved from there, so I don't have as strong a pull to go back and visit, even if there wasn't a, you know, a pandemic at the moment. All right, so we're just adding some dimension with her hair by using this black, and then we're gonna fade out with some green. Delaware until we moved to New Castle 7-ish years ago. Now we moved to Grove City. Oh, okay. Yeah, I enjoy it though. It's nice. I love the coast. I'd like to take the kids back there to visit. Well, they haven't been to the beach nearly often enough. We really should take advantage of like Corpus Christi and all of that as well. I'm gonna use lilac here. I feel like I want a little bit more purple. Because from what I hear, if you're in Texas and you're gonna go to the beach, you wanna go to like Corpus instead of Galveston, which I totally get. I guess the beaches in Corpus are nicer. Also, I hear the San Antonio Zoo is really nice. You know, for as long as we've lived in Texas, we haven't really been too much of Texas. I mean, I've been to Houston, obviously, but no big trips. Okay, so we're just adding in this black here. And you can kind of see as we're going along how it kind of brings a bit more depth of the image to life. Oh, nice, Angela. I didn't realize you were that close. Okay. I don't know, the town that we're in at kind of just has everything that we need, because that was the thing of living in a small town in Oregon, is that sometimes you had to drive to the bigger cities to go to certain businesses, or if you needed something specific. Like going to Salem was a pretty common thing, especially if you wanted to go to the mall. But here we just sort of have everything, so we don't necessarily need to go. Although the kids did ask to go to Build-A-Bear the other day, which is in the Woodlands, and that's a little bit of a drive. Okay, at that point I'd rather just Build-A-Bear online. Okay, I want to bring in some of this black under her hair as well. Under this hair on her face here. And then we'll use that dark green also to kind of bring out some of that shadow. Steve has. I haven't. I've covered some of the eastern part of the US. I've mostly covered the western half of the US, but like I've been to New York. That's really the only time I've spent an extended period of time. And by extended, I mean it was, you know, like a couple days trip in New York, but that's about it. Okay, did I get all the places I wanted with the black? I think so. Hello, Sydney. I live in Salem my whole life, so it's been a very long time. Do you have any family business? Is that why your family moved? Well, yeah, I mean, life changes in general, just, I have some family still over there, but yeah, mostly, you know, marriages, work, all that kind of stuff has been the reasons why we've just kind of spaced out a little bit. Basil. So yeah, a number of different reasons, and it's been over the course of, you know, the last 15 years or so. Okay. There's that green. All right, now we're gonna use green where we put some of that black and kind of fade it out. No one saw that. If you saw it, you can put a snap emote in chat. Not that there was anything to see, because I definitely didn't snap it. There you go. There's the snap. I didn't mean to. I don't know, I'd like to go back to New York at some point. But I think of all the places that I've traveled and visited, if they said you can only go one place that you've previously been, I would choose Scotland again because there's a lot more that I didn't get to see. I was telling Steve though, it's hard to decide. Like if you have the opportunity to travel, do you want to travel somewhere that you've already been to and explore it further? Or do you want to go somewhere new? And I feel like if I was to invest in, you know, like $1,000 plane ticket or whatever it would be at the time, you know, ignoring the pandemic, like let's say in this reality, it doesn't exist. Would you want to go somewhere where you've already visited? Because maybe the first time you felt like that you didn't get to see as much, or would you want to go someplace new? It's a hard thing. Okay, and we're still going to be using the blender here in a bit. Especially because I didn't go with Steve the first time. So I'd like to go back with him. Go back to Ireland. Ireland would be cool. Just seeing London in general, I think would be neat. Okay. I think it's more of a, because with how much a trip like that costs, you like for the average person, traveling somewhere that costs as much as it does isn't something they can do often. So if you only have, say, one more big trip like that in your life, it's like, okay, do I want to go somewhere I've already been to, or do I want to go somewhere new? So like if you're limited on the number of trips that you can make, you know what I mean? I mean, because as it was for Scotland, like I saved up for quite a while to do that one. Okay, let's go ahead and use our blender, and if it needs more depth in it, we'll go ahead and do that. Right, Renee? An Outlander tour. So I didn't do like a full Outlander tour, but I did go to Dune Castle, which is where Castle Leoch. That's, they use Dune Castle to film Castle Leoch. For me, new, yeah. All right, let's use the Caran d'Ache blender here. But Dune Castle is also where they shot Monty Python and the Holy Grail, that Outrageous Frenchman, and then Game of Thrones, Winterfell was also Dune Castle. Okay, so we're just using the blender here. God, that works so nice on it. Yeah, somewhere new. Yeah, I think same thing. As much as I'd want to go back and see more, being limited on trips, I'd probably want to go somewhere new. I'd love to go to New Zealand. Sweden, I think would be nice. And South Korea. Not North Korea, but South Korea, I think would be cool. Aw, thanks, Angela. Telling you, the way that these blenders just up the vibrancy. It's so good. Yeah, that's real good. Last trip, I would definitely choose Norway. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. First time I've been, I fell in love. Since then, it feels like being homesick for, oh, Nina. Yeah, it sounds nice. Guess I'm gonna have to lurk. I have so many things to do today. I have not nearly enough time to do it. Oh my gosh, Renee, I feel that. There are not enough hours in the day. I have a list like a mile long, like things I want to accomplish during the day, and then I just don't. You know, like crazy art supplies or holders they would like to share. I'm trying to beat out my aunt. Oh, gotcha. I like Renee's holder. And then I also use pastel storage boxes and zipper cases. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, Winterfell. It's the same place. When you go into Dune Castle, though, like the audio tour that they've got set up, it's for Outlander. Here's the interesting thing. So the scene when Claire is first at Castle Leoch, and Mrs. Oh, Michelle, thank you! Exclamation point hype, and use those hype emotes. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate that. Actually, no, I don't use the Doll 133 to sharpen the blender. I use the Norris sharpener because it sharpens shorter, and if I sharpen in the Doll, it's gonna make it too long of a point. So yeah, I use the Norris. The Norris, or because this one's more readily available in the US. The Norris or this one, but Norris or this one. I prefer the Norris though because it's a little bit shorter. Oh, gotcha. Now I use like too much pressure on these when I use them, so if I have a super long point, I snap it. Because by the time I get to the blender, I'm usually pressing fairly hard. But so Claire's room in Castle Leoch, when Mrs. Fitz comes in to initially help her, Claire's standing there by the window and Mrs. Fitz comes in through that door on the right. First of all, that room is all stone. They added the wood paneling for the show, and that door that Mrs. Fitz comes out of, as like it's like she's marching into Claire's room, is actually a closet. It doesn't go anywhere. So when you watch that first episode, just know that the woman who plays Mrs. Fitz is probably just sitting in that closet, just waiting for when she's supposed to walk through. It's so funny. It offers such new insight on the show and like how it was made and how it was set up, knowing that like, oh, Mrs. Fitz actually didn't come from a hallway. She came from a closet. There you go. If you go to Norway, Tanya could give you some pointers on places to go. Okay. There we go. Now I want to make her face just a little bit darker around the edge. We had that black and we had that green, but I want to grab, which one? What's this one? This one is Raisin. Yeah, I want to grab Raisin and use a little bit of that. Now we've already burnished and kind of blended her face, so that's pretty smooth here, but I can still layer other colors on top. We also need to do her eye color. Might kind of help her pop a little bit. Outlander, Kenny. Outlander. Let's see. Let's grab that dark green. And it's the same thing because the top part of the castle is actually worn down. So the scene where they come into Castle Leoch and she looks up at a window because the Laird is looking at her down from the window. That's actually all CGI'd. That window doesn't exist. Okay. There we go. All right, we're gonna give this green a quick sharpen because we're gonna do her eyes before we move on to the hat. Okay. So we're going to make it a little bit darker on top. And then bring that around. Then darker on top. We're also going to grab a gray for the inside. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of green here. Just a little bit. All right, and then let's grab this one. Hazel? Nah, I'm going with green. It's too late. I've already added the green. All right, and then green here. Okay. Let's grab the... let's grab this blue here. Okay, give it a quick sharpen. A little bit of blue. Then we'll do a little bit more green. Then we're gonna do the middle part black. And then we'll add our white highlights. Okay. Sounds good, Renee. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Then let's grab the black. I'm gonna fill in pupil here. Okay. Let's see, what do we have for grays? We've got this one here, that could work. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Okay, so platinum. Not as dark as I would like. We might add a little black on top because I want to add the little bit of shadow on the whites of her eyes. So we'll use a little bit of black. Remember, we only have a 24 set here, so sometimes you got to get creative with your pencil choices here. Okay. Renee. Okay. Then let's grab our white gel pen. I feel like once you finally add in the highlights, it kind of brings it to life a little bit. Okay, let's make sure the white is working. There we go. Okay, a little bit of highlight there. Let's do one on the opposite side. Right there. And there. There we go. Now she has freckles. I think I'm gonna leave the freckles for now. Let's take a little bit of black. Turn here. Come on, book, let me turn. There we go. Just on kind of like eyeliner, I suppose. I just want to darken up the top of her lid here. There we go. Yeah, we might add more to her face in a little bit. Say purple glitter for the freckles. I think it would stand out too much. I think if I were to do freckles, I want them subtle. Let's see. We still have like 45 minutes. I want to get a jump on her hat. So if we're talking browns, we have raisin. We've got, probably not a term we want to refer to too often, Renee. Natural brown. Let's see. Burnt sienna. And golden sun. Okay. But this one is darker, so this will be our darkest color here. So yeah, these four here. And then we're also going to be using the denim. Denim and blue 13. I'm not quite sure where yet, but we're going to add in our darker colors first. Let's put these back in the tray here. I need to get them in their pencil case. I haven't done that yet. All right, so we're going to start with natural brown, and we're going to add in our darker colors first. So let's, hi Emily. Okay. So we got quite a bit of variation on browns here, but we still want to make sure that we do nice light layers. Nice light layers so that you can make sure that your blends are nice and smooth. Kenny, I saw you say hi, Emily, and then I was just like, wait, what? And then I remembered, it's other Emily, hello. I know, right? It happens every time. Like, I know it's other Emily, and then everybody says hi, and I was like, we've all been here a while. Why are you all saying hi to me again? And then I remember, oh yeah, every time, and I love it. It's hilarious. Okay. So we're just gonna keep adding in our darker colors here, and we're just gonna build this up. I'm thinking purple for the ribbon around the hat. But yeah, it definitely reminds me of the sorting hat for sure. Sorting hat from Harry Potter. Sorts the students into their houses. He's a talking hat. Where in the books, he actually sings a song at the beginning of every school year. Shannon. Let it go, Paul. It's okay. Just let it go. Yeah, it's the sorting hat. Okay, so we're still just using natural brown. I hope you feel better soon, Anna. I love it, Emily. Never stop. Never stop. Gosh, I can't wait for next weekend. It's so crazy. I feel like we've been building up to the Harry Potter-a-thon for like ages, and it's already here. And then I'm like, wait, not everything's done yet. And then I mildly panic. All right, so that is up there. We're gonna add our darker brown here. So we want to make sure we get the shadow for our little toad here. Is a bullfrog a frog or is it a toad? Because bullfrogs are big, right? I don't know. When I think frog, I think smaller. A toad. Well, that's very confusing then. They should call it a bull toad. These are random thoughts my brain has. land equals toad, water equals frog. Size does not matter. Oh, okay. I never thought of it that way. Wait, so do toads not hang out in water either? I clearly don't know enough about frogs. Or toads. I'm wondering if I should do a glow from the candlelight. Because if I do, right, Emily? Exactly. They live on land and on hats. Yeah, but like, so they don't, I don't know, when I think frog, like I think they're always like wet and always slimy. So do toads not need to have like wet skin at all? Frogs usually green, toads are brown. I just feel like if it's that close to the hat. Now, you know, I'm not going to worry about a glow because the physics of it, with it being this close to the hat, this whole thing would need to be bright, you know? Also, I'd be mildly concerned that the hat would get set on fire. I mean, I guess we could do a little glow. Because they've got these little... I don't know. I found a very small frog, a very, very small... It was cute. Oh, that's cool. If a toad is wet, it's probably venomous. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Is it true that if you touch a toad that has a wart on it, you'll get a wart? I just feel like the proximity of the candles to the hat would like institute a very, very bright glow. I mean, I guess if we're talking like physics, it doesn't have to be a super. No, not true. Okay. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of a glow, yeah? Just using the Staedtler plastic eraser. All right, let's grab sun yellow. So first we're gonna add where the glow would be on Mr. Toad here. Thomas the Toad, that's his name. Thomas the Toad. This pencil's a little bit scratchy, just a bit though. It's worked itself out. Thomas the Toad. It's a magical flame. There you go. That's fair, Kenny. That's fair. I don't even recall the last time I saw a toad or a frog in real life. I mean, I know Texas has them, but most of the time it's probably just too dang hot. All right. So let's go ahead and add in a glow. Doesn't have to be perfect or hyper realistic. Okay, let's erase a little bit of this over here. Okay. I'll look up in chat in just a bit here. And then there's obviously going to be, yeah, because this leaf would totally catch on fire. There we go. We could erase a little bit more of this brown. I will say, if we're testing eraser capability, it erases okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, let's grab our natural brown again. And then we're gonna refine that glow as we start bringing in more of the colors. Oh, I didn't notice the little spider. Look at the little spider. Does that happen a lot, Shannon? Okay. We have the underside of the hat. I feel like I kind of want to make it pretty dark. Oh gosh, really, Lisa? Oh, that's so funny. I had no idea. We're going to zoom out just a bit. Okay. It always covers those and flip throughs or removes them. I love the little additions, so as long as they stay on my page. That's fair, Mary. That's fair. The kids were catching grasshoppers in the backyard, and that happened with one of the grasshoppers, and they freaked out. It's kind of funny. All right, so we're gonna use the natural brown, but we're definitely gonna be using some black under here. Tanya. Tanya. Hey, you started the potty talk, Shannon. To be fair, though, I mean, Mary's not wrong. I probably would too. All right, let's add it over here. And then we're actually gonna grab a black here in a second. You know what I'll probably do, since this underside of the hat will probably end up being darker, I'll probably use a silver gel pen on the cobweb, I think. Oh gosh, Nina. Angela. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our black. Wherever it is, there it is. That's true, that's true. All right, so we're gonna get this part here pretty dark. And these are just the first layers. This will all end up being much darker. Very. I swear, I have used black more than I ever have in the last 5 years than I have in the last month. I don't know why. I just keep reaching for it. Wait. Angela, you have a baby? How did I not know that? The Beanstalk Dude. Jack, yes, the Beanstalk Dude. No, I think that's a better name. We should name him Beanstalk Dude. Or wait, Angela, are you babysitting or something? Let's wait till next weekend. Right? Well, I'm thinking, I kind of want to use, I don't know how the Everblends work in that Harry Potter book, but I kind of want to use them. And then honestly, I'll probably cut the page out. Right? Yeah, in Hermione's sweater, like that whole page, I used so much more black than like ever before. Yeah, plus the cauldron. The cauldron was interesting. That one was interesting to try and get the highlights and shadows correct. See, I just feel like it's not even dark enough yet. Like it needs to just be right along her hair. It just needs to be like pitch black. Like dark, dark. You know, you're not wrong, Lisa. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely Ams. Yeah, I was watching it yesterday, and the scene where Dumbledore goes to Professor Slughorn, and he's like, you know, turns himself into a chair, that whole scene was just shot so dark. I remember like glancing at the TV going like, gosh, is the tint down? And then I remember, no, it's just a really dark scene. Hashtag Team Giant. All right, natural brown. Well, that's gross. Why would she do that? Wake up one day and be like, you know, it's a good idea, licking toads. I'm gonna go do it. Like, that just doesn't seem wise. Okay. All right, that's the natural brown. And then let's go into raisin. Toads equal land, frog equals water. Oh, that's really red. I don't like that. That's way too... This is what happens when I don't have a swatch chart. Let's go back over it with this. All right, raisin is out. No raisin. All right, let's try burnt sienna. Yeah, burnt sienna is a little bit better. So here's what we're gonna do, because we don't have any like in-between colors for this. So I'm going to add the burnt sienna. Then we're gonna go over it with the natural brown. Right, Lisa? Yeah, no, and I don't blame you. Like coloring hard is, or coloring live is hard, because by the time I've told you what color that I'm using, I've already decided and I know where I'm gonna put it, you know? No, I would definitely have to like go back and stop and start and stop and start. I think what we'll maybe do, no, I don't even know that I want to use white over the top. I think we'll get darker under this brim though. Let's get black. Right? I just got started. What the heck? Yeah, unless I were to put in like physical pauses, like I'm choosing this color and then, you know, give them 30 seconds. Then yeah, I think it'd be difficult to follow along. Okay, there we go. Tortoise and turtle. Land turtle and water turtle. Nina, I love that. Well, because I mean, there's sea turtle. Yeah, and then there's a tortoise. So that's what we should have now. Land frog and water frog. So does that mean for manatees, we could call them land elephant and water elephant? Bye, Rinka. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Lisa. Lisa was the winner of our giveaway. Super exciting. Okay. So we're gonna grab that burnt sienna here in just a second. All right, so burnt sienna, we're gonna fill in the rest of this, and then we'll layer that, and then we'll use our blender after that to kind of smooth it all out. There we go. And then natural brown 21. Are we still in frame? Yes, okay. I'm just holding down the crease here of the book. In hindsight, I probably should have just cut out the page. Go. Let's see, let's go there. All right, let's see how this looks with the blender, shall we? I think I'm liking how this is turning out though. It's gonna look good. Okay, so let's use our blender here now. Now I'm shaking the whole table. Like I said, usually by the time I use the blender, I'm pressing fairly hard. Shaking the whole table. Okay, yeah, that smoothed out really nice. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Although that definitely makes me want to add more black under the brim here, where her hair meets the hat. Yeah, definitely more black. So let's see. Black is number 23. Just gonna make this shadow a little bit deeper. Because considering how dark these shadows are, this kind of needs to match. Especially if we're gonna have the glow from the candle, because you would have a deeper shadow where this brim is at. There we go. So you got a little bit of glare there, but you can see there. Okay, let's do a little bit more on this part here. Okay. Same over here. Green frame, yes, okay. Okay, let's use our dark green here. Blender magic once again. Oh, absolutely. I love the blender so much. All right, basil 16. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I like that a lot. Let's see. Let's take a little bit more black. I want to darken this up a bit more. Yeah, it's not normal. It's not abnormal for me to go back and forth a lot, especially as the rest of the picture develops. And it's like, okay, well, I made this, you know, pretty strong here. Let's go back and even that out. Because sometimes until you get a lot of the other colors and everything else mapped in, it's hard to see just like maybe how dark you need to make things or what, you know? Because this is a pretty wide brimmed hat, so the top part of her head would be fairly dark as well. And it's the same thing kind of here too. We're gonna darken this up. We're embracing the black for this picture. Absolutely. Okay, then the basil green. Honestly, I really enjoy doing unnatural skin tones. I think they're a lot of fun. There we go. Yeah, I'm much more pleased with that. All right, let's scooch on up here. Let's do... Let's work on this top part up here. Okay. And I feel like maybe a little bit of yellow here as well. When are the Lego elements? Harry Potter! The Harry Potter-a-thon will be doing Lego elements then. And if you need to see the schedule, you can type in, I believe exclamation point schedule should have it, but it's also in the Discord. There we go. All right, so natural brown. Get a little bit darker here. Well, it's gonna be in one of my slots. So I did have everything listed for what everybody was doing, but I actually ended up removing that and I have the list for myself. It's more so that we didn't get any duplicates. So it'll be for one of my streams. So I'm gonna be coloring, I've got Legos, I filmed making the Harry Potter cake. So on one of them, I haven't decided, you know, which one where I'm gonna do, but I have a number of different streams that I'll be doing where, you know, if there was a straggler hour here or there, filling it in, that kind of thing. Team Legos, exactly. Yes, it was so good. Oh, wait, that's my regular schedule. I thought I'm wondering, maybe I didn't make the command for it. I feel like I should have. Maybe it's under Potter-a-thon? No, okay, I think I need to... I forgot about this one. I just realized. Let's see, where's OBS? Bye, Anna! Oh, you have it, okay. Thank you, Shannon. I forgot that I made this command. Thank you, Lisa! I think that was the day we were frustrated with Prisma breakage. I'm gonna use burnt sienna. That's the command. Oh, gotcha, Catherine, gotcha. Okay, we're gonna use burnt sienna here. I think we were very frustrated with Prismas that day. So I know it looks kind of red and uneven, but... we have strong feelings about Prismas on some days. Prismas are life and love. They're regrowing on me. They're regrowing. Okay, so we're just filling in with this burnt sienna. What have I done? Colored a picture? I did that. Okay, natural brown. Okay, gonna darken up some of these shadows here. I'm gonna go over that burnt sienna a bit. The Prisma's prompt? Oh yeah, you absolutely can't. It is just a ton of gibberish. I'm pretty sure that was a day we were working with Prismas and they just kept breaking and it was frustrating. So that was the Prisma command, was just it's literally gibberish. Okay, so natural brown is what we're using. Yep, it's literal gibberish. It's like peanuts when they get mad. All right, so I'm going lightly over this. Yeah, that day. It just kept breaking. I will need to make a command for Potterathon so that the schedule's there. I mean, we'll use it during the Streamathon anyway. Yep, just the angry scribble cloud. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so I'm just lightly going over that burnt sienna. I've hit a scratchy part of the pencil. Hang on. Color out that scratchy part. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna leave some of this yellow, but also still bring in, because it's not just gonna be just yellow, you know? Yeah, I have to keep track of it sometimes. It's hard to remember, but with Angie's awesome schedule that she made, it makes it a little bit easier for sure. Oh, cool, Paul. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, and on the schedule too, everybody's channels are linked, so you should be able to go to the schedule when the time comes and just click their links and it'll take them to there. And I haven't had anybody say yet that, you know, they had to cancel or they were, you know, anything like that. I mean, it could still happen, you know, if somebody falls ill or something like that, but so far the schedule should be as is. Okay, I'm just going really light here. I got blue to use on this hat also, but I don't know if I will. No. Not related to today's streaming, but how do you compare the Color and the Arteza pencils? So Colors are Cost-wise, they're more cost-effective than the Artesas, if I remember correctly. But you know, Color has quite a few pencils in their set. But if somebody said, hey, you can only have one or the other, I would probably choose Artesa, just because it's quality over quantity, I think. But the Colors are still good. So that's not to say that the Colors aren't good. But if you are saying you can only choose one, I would probably choose the Artesas over the Colors. But like I said, that doesn't mean I don't like the Colors. I do. I think they're very good, especially for the price they are and the fact that you get 180 of them. But yeah, if you had to choose between them because you could only get one, then yeah, I would choose Artesa over that. Okay. All right, it's coming along. Just building up all those layers here. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the Brutes are good too. Right now, Colorfully Optimistic is actually, she's working on, I don't know if she finished it all. She just posted a video, was how to do purple hair with the Brutes. Which, coincidentally enough, we are doing purple hair also, but it's nice to have that very specific tutorial. Corey's got a lot of good stuff on her channel, so if you're not following her, you should. It's, I should make her a command, but yeah, it's just Colorfully Optimistic. I did an interview with her for one of the Let's Talk. Okay, let's see. I think instead of the blue, I think if I was to bring in any other color, it would need to be the purple. All right, so let's grab Violet, number 11, and we're gonna bring some of that in. We still in frame? Yes. How'd you do, Ams? Okay, then after we lay down this purple, we're gonna go back over with the natural brown again. There you go. Okay, natural brown. The purple just brings some extra color value to it. Oh, I am. Now let's see. The brown under this yellow here, we might just do a really light bit of brown underneath. Hi, Carol. Oh, it is so pretty. Absolutely. Awesome. Go. Okay, let's add a little bit more yellow. Woo! No one saw that. Okay. And then let's add a little bit of the brown. Just a bit, so there's some brown undertone. And then we're going to use the blender, and we might use the white if we need to. There we go. All right, let's use our blender now and see how much this darkens up. We'll probably need to add, not that one. We'll probably need to add a few more layers of the brown. Obviously, we haven't gotten to the top part of the brim yet. That's really yellow with the blender. I think we'll definitely need to add some white over the top. Kind of tone it down just a little bit. But I don't want to not use the blender on the rest of it and make it look all uneven, you know? I want to make it consistent. Purple's standing out a little bit. Yeah, I think the white would definitely benefit. Okay. All right, so first we're gonna add a little bit more brown. Then we are going to even things out a bit with the white. Ah, thanks, Kenny. Okay. A few more layers. And if we're going to use white on here, we might use it on the underside of the brim also, just to keep things consistent, but we'll see. So pushing a little bit hard here. Once you use the blender on top, it does change the way it feels under your pencil. So you may have to press a little bit harder, but it doesn't mean that it's not workable. But if you use the blender kind of midway through, it gives you an idea of just how dark it's going to be. Put the groceries in the car. I needed milk, cereal, and coffee, so in with the mask. Ah, that works. Even if you use multiples? What do you mean, like multiple browns? Sometimes that just, you know, kind of has to do with practicing with your dark darks and your light lights. All right, let's grab a white. Oh, I've got one out already. Okay. Hang on, I'm just gonna check this. I know it's almost noon, but be good. I want to get at least this top part of the hat done. And then I can finish up with the rest of the brim off stream, and then next stream that'll leave us frog, candles, tree branch, all of that. All right, so we're gonna start on the yellow part. I know I'm shaking everything on here, but I want to make that not quite as yellow. So this helps to have it kind of lose some of that vibrancy, but also an extra blend if there was anything that was kind of a little too sketchier than you'd like. Okay, let's grab, let's see. A little bit more of the natural brown. Okay. Might break out some of that black too for some of these shadowy areas. Yeah, it does look a little bit like the Sorting Hat, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, let's get a little bit of black here. Right, Carol? Yeah, it's the same thing here. I've noticed that a lot less cookies get purchased if we do it online and pick up. Let's put a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. All right, let's follow up with the natural brown again. Okay, put here. Thinking that purple probably wasn't even necessary. I ended up using the brown and black a bit more. Okay. See, and the glow will kind of make more sense once we have, you know, the candles actually colored and everything, and, you know, everything else sort of colored around it. So we'll use some gold sparkle pop on these little dealy bobs here. But so what I'll catch up with off stream will be, I'll finish up the rest of the hat here, and then we'll start in on like the toad and the candles and the leaves, and hopefully get to bat wing shoulder pads, whatever they're called. But yeah, it is 12:03, so that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today. We'll be live again on Friday evening to work on this. This will be the last quiet weekend, and the next weekend is the Harry Potter Colorathon. It was kind of a long process, Paul, but you are gonna have to wait till you're, I think, 18 to start a channel. I believe technically if you're underage, you can't. Either that or, I'm not sure the specifics on it, but I think that does limit you because you are not quite old enough yet. List on my phone, I like to get in ASAP because I don't like going grocery shopping. Yeah, same thing, same thing. 12:03, lunchtime for the CST. Exactly, exactly. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Evelyn, thank you for your super chat. Tara Lynn, thank you for your super chat. Paul, thank you for your super chat. And Michelle, thank you for your super chat. You are all so wonderful and awesome. Keep being awesome. And I will see you all on Friday. Yeah, Friday night. All right? Okay, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you later. Bye.